You won't believe what happens on day 11 and over the next coming week here in my crazy 100-day adventure as a dragon god. As you can see, I started off day 11 by training with my new gauntlet. I have a power shot. It's insane. I tested it out on some of my animals and, well, let's just say it's a little bit too powerful. I ended up, well, with a couple of sheep left and some cows, but at least I had all of this food to get me ready for my next step. Anyway, as you can see, I've got a lot of cooked food and it was time to get going. I heard a tale of some sort of crazy nether portal inside a gigantic volcano. Yep, sounds pretty insane, but that's what I was going to try find. Not before long, night fell and I did find what looked to be the biggest volcano in the area. I decided I wanted to build some sort of a little shelter for the night because, yeah, I was scared. The next morning, it was time to get to the top of this gigantic volcano. I've got to be honest, I've no armor on and it is kind of dangerous around here, so I did take my time. But when I got to the top, it was there. An insane looking portal that I couldn't believe was perched right in the middle of this volcano. Yep, this is pretty treacherous, but I had to get over there, and I knew that it was the next stage of my mission. If I can get into the nether and find out what was going on, I would be one step closer to becoming an ultimate dragon god. So I had to get across this lava lake to the portal, so I decided to get myself some cobblestone so I could start bridging across. If you guys haven't seen the last couple of videos, you'll know that there is a dark lord who is trying to take over the overworld, and I have been entrusted to stop him. I knew that the nether was going to be the key to finding him and trying to stop him. Although I wasn't quite powerful enough yet, I knew that getting in here was a good idea. So I did. Huge lightning bolts rained down as if it was an indication of my arrival. This was not good. I mean, now everybody knows that I'm here. I was pretty scared, but I knew I had to keep moving forward. This wasn't like any nether I had seen before. It was like a city, built up over time. It was pretty impressive, I've got to admit, and actually kind of nice. But, like I said, it was all unknown and I wasn't really sure what to do. I did see in the distance that looked like to be some sort of a store, so I went over and met this guy. Seemed pretty nice.
You can take the gold armor if you've got some diamonds.
Okay, seemed like a fair deal, so I tossed him the only diamond that I had and went over and took the gold armor. This would prevent the piglins from attacking me, so I thought it was a good idea. And it looked pretty cool with my dragon gauntlet too. So it was time to head out and see what I could find. Honestly, I didn't really find much. There wasn't many residents in this city, and the only thing of significance that I could see were these, well, banners that were hanging outside all of the homes. Maybe an indication to who was in charge of this place. I decided I wanted to kind of fit in a little bit, so I got myself a skeleton horse. Yeah, this guy was actually pretty cool. And I tested out my weapon again on this hoglin. But then, yeah, I saw something that I didn't like. More of these tiny little demons. They were horrifying, the noises that they make and the ferocious attacks that they were generating. My first significant battle with my dragon gauntlet was on. There were so many of these guys, and I've got to be honest, I was instantly overwhelmed. I was down to 2.5 hearts. I had to retreat. I almost died. It could have been all over just there and then. I ran as fast as I could and hid in one of the homes. This was not a good start to my journey in the nether. I couldn't believe it. I laid low for the rest of the night and then headed back out, and they were still there, attacking my skeleton horse. How could they? I went in, one-on-one this time. It was the only way that I could defeat these guys. Eventually, I caught a group of them in a corner and I start laying down my dragon shot attack. One by one, I was able to take these guys out. When the final demon imp fell, something strange started to happen. It was as if my dragon gauntlet started to charge. And the next thing I knew, it had upgraded. Check this thing out. It was insane. A level 2 dragon god gauntlet. Oh my days. and it looks as if I had a new power. I had a dragon jump. This thing was awesome. I was going to be able to traverse this crazy nether a lot more easily now. So after a couple of days of exploring this crazy nether world, I came to a big locked gate. I was able to get over it with ease with my new dragon jump, and I took a look around. I did hear some strange noises coming from this place, so I went in. It looked as if it was some sort of a trapped corridor. I kind of went in gung-ho and took a lot of shots from these arrows, but I knew I had to find out what this place was. So I just kept on going, trying to avoid the arrows, but, well, not being very successful. I've got a few of them stuck in my head right now, but I had to keep on going. They weren't doing too much damage, and I knew this place meant something. I wasn't really sure what, but I decided it was time to break in. I took out my pickaxe and went inside. I had just found some sort of a demon vault. Oh my days, check out all of these riches. It was insane. There was piles of gold, of diamonds, and even netherite. Woohoo! I had hit the jackpot. I saw the netherite and wanted to go straight down so I could mine it up. That's what I did, and it turns out it wasn't the smartest idea I've ever had. Turns out the netherite was trapped with poison. But, well, I was okay. I was able to persevere. I lost a couple of hearts and just kept on going. I got all the diamonds I needed and all the netherite I needed, and I ran straight back out of that place. This was perfect. I was going to be able to make a full set of netherite armor. I mean, that and a level 2 Dragon God Gauntlet, I would be unstoppable. I was unlocking new powers and I had the armor I need. But as I was trying to leave, I was attacked by these flying demon imps. These guys were impressive. I mean, the imps that were on the ground were tough to take on, but now I had to deal with ones in the air. These guys were swooping in, laying down some serious damage. I had to retreat once more. Man, I really needed to get that armor. I ran into one of the homes once more and laid low for the night, but I wanted to get back to my own home, so I ran back out once more. This time, it looks as if they had gone. I was lucky. I ran straight for the portal because I needed to get back to the overworld. Thankfully, the imps were nowhere to be seen, and I had a clear passage. I got back, and, well, I was thinking, how am I going to get up? And I realized that I had my new dragon jump. Man, this power was going to come in handy. It was now time to traverse all the way back home. I needed to get there so I could plan out the next couple of days. But before I did, I needed to go ahead and make this armor. I was so lucky to find all of these diamonds and the netherite. And before you know it, I had a full set of netherite armor and a full set of netherite tools. Oh yeah, and my Dragon God Gauntlet. I had to charge this thing back up, and when I did, I felt so powerful. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the new channel and hit a like rating. Comment down below what you think will happen next, and I'll reply to see if you're right.